So I think I'm just going to focus on 4 main points which really came out from our discussion. The first one, which I think is really the objective of a lot of what we discussed today, and that's about the importance of building networks within the Mediterranean, particularly within the transport sector, because it's not one port or one country which can deal with the challenges which exist within the transport sector, but it's got to be a network of ports working together. One, because there's a need to build economies of scale, and it's only through building this element of economies of scale that we can address the financial and economic feasibility of the type of large-scale infrastructure which is basically required to deal particularly with the Green Deal objectives. And also to deal with the risks. So obviously if there's more networks, the element of risk is obviously diversified to an extent. I think that's the first point. The second point is that we've already engaged in a number of discussions in terms of fuels, possibly alternative fuels, the need for infrastructure. But there are 2 very equally important pillars which really need to feed into this discussion. One is obviously the policy element, so there needs to be a direction in terms of where policy is heading, and that obviously feeds in terms of the fuel that is required, the infrastructure that is required, but also importantly there is the supply element. So there is the need for ship operators in terms of knowing the discussions that there is on fuel, but the supply having security in terms of knowing that there's the availability of supply. That led us to the third point. So the third point was basically on the development of ideas. I'm not going to take long, Matteo, but I'm going to get quickly a chart because Leo will get angry at me otherwise.
Okay. Do you want me to take the whole?
No. But just to give you an idea,
So this is a project idea.
This is multiple project ideas.
Oh.
We have which is taller than I am, but I think what's important is that, sorry, I'm giving you my back, is that there are 3 particular projects. We prioritized among the stakeholders who are discussing the 3 project ideas which we really want to work on. And that is versatility, the importance of having a versatile system, one which can cater for different fuels, one which can cater for the challenges which lie ahead and addressing those solutions. The second is connectivity between all the ports. And the third one really is about supply chain. So it's very important to have this element of supply chain and really focusing on it in terms of any potential project ideas which can come along. Thank you. And the fourth point is that none of this can be feasible unless there are funding opportunities which basically exist. We mentioned a few: Horizon, Interreg, also regional programs such as Interreg Malta Italia, other Interreg programs. But obviously if we want to address the solution, the challenges which lie within the Mediterranean, then we need to make sure that these funding opportunities are available also to southern partners.
Yes.
So obviously we augur that these funding opportunities are there so that we'll be able to conduct these projects.
Thanks a lot. And of course we can benefit from the partnership with RAMPEC, the SafeMed initiative and all that, so I'm sure we'll do great progress.